Based on the fictional characters and work by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Moriarty the Patriot is a brilliant and fascinating premise for a show centered around criminal investigation. The plot centers around two different viewpoints, with the story being focused around the 1880s to 1914 *S England. The first being Moriarty, aka James Moriarty, an expert criminal mastermind and crime lord, who likes to bring corporal punishment to those who ask for his help. He often works alongside his brothers to solve crimes and cases by the request of his clients and subordinates. Moriarty is shown to be ruthless and cunning through his acts, and has been famously described by Sherlock as the Napoleon of crime. Moriarty serves as the antagonist and archenemy of Sherlock Holmes throughout the story. The other side being focused on Sherlock Holmes, a private detective known throughout the world by his acts of solving crimes to the smallest details, and often works with his assistant and friend, John Watson. Together, they plan to stop Moriarty's crimes and mischief throughout England before all hell breaks loose. Overall, a really entertaining crime-solving series that leads you to expect the unexpected, realizing the smallest details by going beyond thinking about solving crimes. And a classic series by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The story was put together in a great yet questionable way. With plot twists that would leave you confused, the story was never boring. The twisted tale of love, hate, revenge and a touch of magic was most definitely satisfying, especially how the ending wrapped up the entire story. The art was satisfying. It clearly showed details in the magic shields and barriers. The point that stood out the most for me were the eyes. The characters' eyes showed their emotions so clearly that they sent shivers down my spine, how they would dull or brighten depending on the emotions being conveyed. Life at the academy isn't very simple. We have Yuji, a male thrown into an environment where there are not many supervisors to look after them at school. To top it off, all the students are girls there from various backgrounds. Most of them also seems to be interested in Yuji in some way, although unlike a harem anime, they don't all just throw themselves at him. The basis of the premise also suggests that there are specific reasons why they are enrolled there. If you put yourselves into Yuji's shoes, it's easy to find yourself curious with the events going on throughout the series. That's because there are cryptic hints thrown there that suggests the school is hiding something. Or perhaps the characters themselves. Mysterious immortal humans known as a jinn first appeared 17 years ago in Africa. Upon their discovery, they were labeled as a threat to mankind, as they might use their powers for evil and were incapable of being destroyed. Studying hard to become a doctor, Kanagai is a high schooler who knows very little about a jinn, only having seen them appear in the news every now and then. He survives an accident that was supposed to claim his life, signaling his rebirth as an jinn and the start of his days of torment. However, as he finds himself alone on the run from the entire world, Kei soon realizes that more of his species may be a lot closer than he thinks. Transfer student Kaoishi Sakakibara instantly notices how everybody in his school, including the teachers, ignore the very existence of Mai Misaki. Not paying heed to warnings by his friends, he befriends the lonely girl. He then comes to know of the murder of a female student nearly 50 years ago, and soon after, the students of 3-3 of Yamiyama North start dying through extremely shocking ends.